Hello and welcome everybody to SOMA Breath, Breathe Together Sunday. I invite you all to turn on your cameras and join us inside the Zoom room. Hi everybody, welcome to SOMA Breath, and hello to everyone tuning in and watching us on YouTube this amazing World Health Day. It's on Tuesday, the official World Mental Health Day, but we decided since Sunday is the day where most of you can gather with us that we would host this with the founder of SOMA Breath today. And really, this is why SOMA Breath is here. He'll explain to you how this is such an important component in being a SOMI, right? And so on Sundays as well, we gather together so that the wider community get to experience what our SOMA Breath members experience every other day. Every other day during the week, we have a live on, and then they have the SOMA Breath membership with all the tools inside it to practice every single day, right? And so let's invite our founder of SOMA Breath, Niraj Naik, into our Zoom room and let us know a little bit more about what we can expect today and how SOMA Breath is so very strongly linked to World Mental Health Day. Welcome, Niraj.
Hello, welcome everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you sure it's loud enough?
It's loud enough for me, loud enough for everybody. Thumbs up. Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. Okay. So great to be back. And yes, today is World Mental Health Day. And so, one of the things about breath work is its ability to change our state almost instantly. All right. So it can be a very powerful tool for people who are suffering from low mood, low energy, and generally, not being at the best. And you can actually quickly change your state in such a way, such a profound way, that actually you can really change your mood in the moment. And what I believe, the thing with this is it gives you the power, the control back over the inner world, which unfortunately is what, when we become stressed, chronically stressed for too long, or go through a traumatic period, we can lose control over, and then end up getting things like mental health issues. A low mood that goes on for a certain period of time can be classed as depression. And what are the kind of tools that we have? What's the general treatments that we have for depression? Well, you go to a doctor, you're going to be put on a prescription usually for some kind of antidepressant, or referred to a psychiatrist maybe, or a psychologist, therapist of some form. And then there'll be potentially a long waiting list and so on. And quite often you're waiting for so long before you get any kind of help. But actually the whole point of SOMA Breath is to give the power back to everyone. So you don't have to go down that path, and you can take control yourself. But this takes responsibility. This takes you to really be able to firstly want to take care of yourself, and want to have the discipline to be able to work on yourself. Now here's the issue, is that when it gets too far down, down that spiral, having the energy and the will and the power to want to do something for yourself, because of that apathy state you can get into, can become even more challenging. And so here sometimes we end up like, having somebody else come and try and rescue and help you out of it, or you get taken away to get treatment. Now, this is like I hope nobody's who's tuning in has got to that point. But I actually was there at one point. I was there at one point where I was ready to give it all up. I was super depressed. I was like spending more time on the toilet because I had this ulcerative colitis and there was no hope. I was given like pretty much a sentence, which was, have your colon removed, wear a nappy. This is what I was facing at like 33 years old. So this was extremely, depressing. And obviously I went into a state of apathy because I was told there was no way out. So one thing that woke me up out of it, thinking back to that time, was by accident, fortunately, I came across some positive stories where when I heard some people could recover from ulcerative colitis. And then I got help from my Swami, who kind of came to the rescue. She taught me these breathing techniques. And it was giving that hope back. The fact that you can change, the fact you can get out of these dark situations. And it was this change of perception that was a catalyst for eventually getting better and never going down that spiral ever again. So what we're trying to do with SOMA Breath is give that hope back, give the tools, also to empower people who may be having, an environment around them where people are going down spirals, to be able to help their community. All right. So this is my mission. And, we really want to help people have daily tools that you can use every day to maintain your well-being and mood. And breath work is one of the most powerful ways of doing this. So today, I'm going to be teaching you some techniques that are really powerful, simple breath training techniques. We're going to do like 2 sessions. We're going to do one, which is all about retraining your breath. I've invented this technology called breath entrainment. technology, which is this process of breathing in beats. And when you breathe in a special rhythm, you actually slow your breathing down, and you basically increase your CO2 tolerance, which means you retain more CO2. Now, why do you want to do that? Well, CO2 itself is like a medicine. First, it helps when you have the right balance of oxygen and CO2 in the system. The CO2 actually helps oxygenate every single cell of your body much more effectively. You need the CO2. But CO2 also calms the excited neurons that you get into under stress, especially chronic stress, anxiety, panic. So just generally having a higher level CO2 in your system gives you a natural feeling of bliss, right? And relaxation, because also CO2 relaxes you, relaxes the muscles in your body, but also there's techniques increases, because it's nasal breathing, nitric oxide. Nitric oxide also has this calming effect, a dilating effect that also helps reduce stress and tension. So I love these breath entrainment tracks. And actually, we have an app coming out very soon, which is going to have a variety of these different breath entrainment tracks with different music that makes the whole thing more effective. And you can use this in your daily routine. All right. So we're going to be doing that first, and then we're going to go into a breath meditation where we're doing the classic rhythmic breathing followed by breath retention to create intermittent hypoxic state. Intermittent hypoxia, when you hold your breath for a certain period of time, it wakes up, it stimulates dopamine, nitric oxide, that has this very powerful positive stress response on your body that actually makes you feel good. It makes you feel generally a little bit higher and happier. All right. So we're going to be doing two sessions. And both of them are going to have a special guided meditation with it, which is all about changing your perception. It's all about using your mind and imagination to rewire the past. Okay. If you imagine your mind is like an operating system, using the breath and certain like images and colors, you can actually rewire this unconscious mind, which is what creates your reality. What you perceive, what you see in the world is the result of all this programming, experience, and imprints that happen throughout your life. So, what therapists generally do through talking for months and months and months is they aim to try and change your perception of the past. But that can take a long time. Then there was more advanced techniques that came out, like NLP, hypnotherapy, stuff like that. It's also very powerful, and they can work much faster and very effectively. But they don't always like last. Generally, like they run out after a time. But when you bring in the breath and you bring in this special pattern of using colors and images, you can create more lasting effects. And because the breath is the link between the mind and the soma, the psyche. Okay, your body is part of your intelligence. It's actually, I would say, a bigger, stronger part of your intelligence than we really realize. And so that's why the soma, we bring in the body into transformation. And that's what makes these techniques so much more powerful, and they last. Okay, so, most other techniques, they work on a mind level. We work on the mind and body level, the soul level, all right, which is mind, body combined. It becomes a tap into the soul. So let's begin together to do this. And it's very simple, very easy instructions. We're going to do the first session together first. And I just want to just reach out before we begin. If anyone right now has any kind of a question or anything about what we're saying right now before we get into it, or any feedback. No? Should we get into it? Okay. All right. So, actually, what I'm going to give you first, before we go into the meditation, is so the breath is something we always have access to, and it doesn't run out, okay, of supply, right? It's free of charge, so we've always got it, right? But it's something that works on the inner world, okay? Now, the outer world, the environment that we're in, also is our mind, okay? It's actually also influencing us all the time, our thoughts, our quality of thoughts. So there are some tips you can do. I'm going to give you my top biohacking tips, okay? So you might want to make a note of this, that I do every day that really, really has helped me stay at the top of my game, all right? And this always gives me a boost without fail, all right? So, and this is especially good if you're living in a concrete jungle, in a city environment, okay? This is even more important. If you're working in or living in like an apartment, in a story block, you know, this is even more important to you. Okay. So first is you've got to get out in nature. You have to, for at least 10, 15 minutes every couple of days, at least. If every day you can do a little bit of nature, that's going to really serve you. Okay. Because even the busiest cities, there are pockets of green spaces like parks, botanical gardens, rooftop gardens, right? So just spend a bit of time just to connect with nature. All right. But if that's not possible, try and bring indoors something that makes you feel that you're within nature, like houseplants. They can also help cleanse the air and naturally boost your mood. All right. Obviously, be careful if you have any kind of allergies. Now, the other thing that can really affect us, our mood, is sleep, poor quality sleep. All right. So, what can affect that is what affects our melatonin levels, which is the light, right? The light. So blue light, specifically from artificial lighting. So urban environments, especially indoors, often expose us to excessive artificial lighting, especially blue light from screens like TV screens and mobile phones. And this disrupts our circadian rhythms and sleep patterns. So one thing you can actually invest in is blue light blocking glasses for evening use. And there are certain apps you can get as well. I've got one on my phone, all right? You can also use it for your laptop that puts a filter over your screen, and it actually reduces blue light emission from the devices, all right? And it kind of switches on by itself in the evening. Super cool stuff, all right? Another one is noise, all right? Now, there's a funny story about India. When I went there, I was talking to one of the sadhus in the ashram, and he said this, it was kind of a joke, that Indians invented meditation because look at listen to the noise outside, right? If you ever go to India, it's insane, okay? The amount of crazy noise, traffic, pollution there is. So, you know, the beeping horns and so on. So, noise actually can really affect us, all right? The loud, constant noise. And actually, I've been using these noise cancelling headphones sometimes to listen to music. It's amazing the difference noise cancelling headphones does, especially if you go into like an airport or something like that, how much difference it is. And you start to notice how much actual ambient noise there is. And constant noise like that actually is constantly stimulating the brain, and that's going to stress us out. All right. So you can use certain things to shut off the noise, even like finding ways to soundproof your rooms if you can. All right. Or using things like earplugs as well. You can use as well at night, especially at nighttime if you're living in a busy city. In India, I have to do it because it's too crazy. All right. Now, one of my most favorite things is saunas, and when rotating saunas with cold water immersion, or what they call ice baths. You don't even need an ice bath. You just need cold water, even a cold shower. All right. So the heat from saunas has loads of benefits. Firstly, the sauna helps detoxification, improves circulation, promotes relaxation, right? Also boosts your growth hormone and BDNF in the brain, stimulates neurogenesis, right? But it also can cleanse a lot of heavy metals out of the system that can also cause things like depression and low energy. Okay. Also really helps the mitochondrial function. Ice baths actually can help reduce inflammation, improves your immune system, boosts your mood by naturally giving you a boost of dopamine. Actually, saunas boost your mood through endorphins, okay, which is your natural opiates that we produce, okay, and that feels really good. You get this runner high feeling afterwards, okay. But what you want to do is like a contrast between the two. You want to spend like 10 to 20 minutes in a sauna, and then a 5 to 10 minutes in cold water, and so on. If it's ice, you want to just do a few minutes, like 2 or 3 minutes, and then build up gradually. All right. So the other thing I really like is this new, what's quite recent concept of grounding and earthing. And just being barefoot out in nature on grass actually earths us. It takes away the charge from, working with a lot of electrical devices. Okay. Now, the cool thing with all of this is that I've been testing out recently, because I got sent one, and we're partnering with a company called TheraSage, these personal home saunas. Okay. Now, what they have, right, is grounding mats, infrared and red light technology. It's a sauna, but you can also do SOMA Breath sessions in them by using a pair of headphones. They're amazing. And it's the best meditative experience I've had so far. Now, just hold on, because soon, the next few months, we're going to be doing a special deal with this company called TheraSage to get discounted portable home saunas. They have a whole range of different types of products. And we're going to give like some special breath tracks that goes with that experience as well. All right. So check them out if you want, TheraSage, but I'm just dropping the seeds right now, an actual special offer with them, just for us. And then also I've got a book coming out that's it's called Breath Works. And this book will have loads more exercises like this, loads of tips like this, but also show you how to use effectively, make the best use out of the new app that's coming out in a few months. Okay. And this book will come out around February, March next year. And it's going to have loads of amazing exercises and lots of other background information on how all this techniques work. All right. So just sowing a few seeds of the future for you right now. Okay. So invite us all now to get very present, because we're going to go into the breath meditation phase. And we're going to do one slow rhythmic diaphragmatic breathing track together. Okay. That will help you create a normal breathing pattern. So let's just load that up right now. So if you want to go to the toilet right now. Just bear with me. I'm just going to. Okay. Okay. So let's get ready. Okay. You all ready? Let's do this. Just going to set this up. Let me know if you can hear the sound now. Can you hear music? Oh, yeah.
No sound yet. No.
Okay, let's do it.
Guys, make sure to grab your headphones whilst we're waiting to have an even better experience.
Maybe I have to do like this. Now?
No.
No. Strange. Okay. I'll have to do it the old school way.
Old school worked last time as well. So it's trying to tell you something. Now, yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And my voice? How's my voice?
Voice is perfect.
Yep. And the music's good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So first, I invite you all to become present with the sound. And with your eyes closed, I just want you to just spend a moment of just stillness and silence to bring your intention to someone who you know might be suffering right now from any kind of mental health issue. If you don't know anyone, then maybe for World Mental Health Day you can just bring your awareness to the whole world right now that's going through an incredibly challenging time. I see it as just a period of turbulence as a plane takes off and reaches higher altitude. It always goes through a little bit of turbulence. We're going through that turbulence right now because the other side, we're all going to be flying high. You can even imagine yourself right now like you're in flight, taking off to an amazing location. Your favorite place, a special place where thoughts become things, the imagined becomes real. And your desires, hopes and dreams go from fantasy to reality. That's right. Where everything flows effortlessly and easily. That's right. Becoming absolutely present with the sound and the sound of my voice, a guide on this journey, a journey to self-healing, dissolving pain and tension. Feel your body becoming relaxed. Your jaw is relaxed. Your tongue becomes relaxed, that's right. As waves of relaxation flows from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, that's right. You might start to feel your eyelids getting more relaxed. So relaxed that they can't even open. That's right, relax those tiny eyelids, muscles, even more. In fact, you can even test them to be sure. As your tiny muscles in your eyelids become so relaxed, they won't even open. That's right. Then stop testing and let that level of relaxation flow from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, soothing through every single vessel of your being. That's right, going deeper and deeper with each breath you take and each beat of your heart. Becoming grounded in this present moment. Play with these ideas right now. Understand that you have a higher self, a guiding force. Whether you see it as your higher mind, guardian angels, God, or even just that innate wisdom of your autonomic nervous system. This force has the power to communicate with you, to guide you, and to heal you. Now imagine that this higher force wants to send you a special message, a unique frequency or vibration, represented by a color. And this color has the power to dissolve any pain or discomfort you're feeling. Think of the specific pain or discomfort you're experiencing, if there is any. Or, if you're not experiencing any pain or discomfort right now, where is it that you feel discomfort, pain when your mood goes low? Where is it that you feel feelings like anxiety, fear, stress and tension? And give that feeling a color. And notice where you feel it in your body. And you can even point to it right now. Point to where you feel it with your hands. And as you're pointing to where you feel it, ask yourself, if your higher self could send you a color to completely dissolve this pain, what would that color be? Go with your intuition and go with the first color that pops into your mind. Can you see it? That color that just appeared in your mind's eye is your healing color. Become one with that color right now. Become a channel of this color. And as you take a deep breath in, taking a deep breath in all together, Imagine you're breathing this energy in, this light energy of your higher self, and let go with a sigh of good feelings. Imagining breathing this healing color directly into any area where you feel the pain or discomfort or tension. Visualize the healing color interacting with the color that represents pain, and notice how it dissolves it, instead replacing it with comfort and ease. That's right. So as we breathe together, you're going to be breathing in, when instructed, breathing in this light. And then you'll be instructed to hold. And when you hold, imagine you're filling up with this light, the light of pure positivity, of healing and love. That's right. And then exhaling any color that represents tension or stress. That's right. So let's begin. So now we move on to the breathing track. Welcome to the Buteyko-inspired CO2 trainer, designed to increase your CO2 tolerance. That can also help relieve feelings of anxiety and panic. So to begin, sit comfortably with your back straight and upright position, or lie down on your back with your arms by your side. And now close your eyes and draw your awareness to the sound. That's right. Becoming absolutely present with the sound and the sound of my voice that shall be your guide. The idea is to take as subtle breaths as possible. No deep breathing, only breathing in and out through your nose. So follow along with the instructions. Breathing in through your nose into the diaphragm with as subtle breath as possible, and making sure your exhale is relaxed, and hold your breath with no force or strain. The idea is to create a state of mild air hunger, but if at any moment it becomes too uncomfortable, then just have a rest and go back to normal breathing. That's right. So bringing awareness to your breath. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. In, hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2. In, hold, 2, 3, 4. Out. That's right. Fast inhale. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Filling yourself up with the light. 2. In, hold, 2. The light of your higher self. 4. Out. 2. Letting go of any tension. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2. In, 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 hold, take a deep breath in. Hold your breath in. Fill yourself up this light of pure love from your higher self. And then release with a tone. Again, deep breath all the way in. And again, humming this time. That's right. Coming back to normal breathing. As we get ready for the next round. The next round we're going to be doing double the length of your inhale, hold, and exhale. So let's begin. The idea is to take as subtle breaths as possible. No deep breathing, only breathing in and out through your nose. So follow along with the instructions. Breathing in through your nose, into the diaphragm, with as subtle breath as possible, and making sure your exhale is relaxed, and hold your breath with no force or strain. The idea is to create a state of mild air hunger, but if at any moment it becomes too uncomfortable, then just have a rest and go back to normal breathing. That's right. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 2, 3, 4. So in for 2, hold for 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and exhale for 4. Imagine you're holding in that light, and every single particle of that light energy from your higher power is now healing and upgrading you at a cellular level. That's right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, Now deep breath all the way in. Send the energy all the way up, send it up, hold it, keep holding it. And then release with a hum. That's right. Coming back to normal breathing. Seeing the light of your higher self. And notice the transformation. Notice the change. How does that area where there was pain and discomfort or tension feel now? Is the pain or discomfort reduced? Is it better or worse? Trust in the power of your mind and the guidance of your higher self to bring about healing and relief whenever you wish, as you can always go back to this feeling at any moment. That's right. So staying in the state of stillness. You may open your eyes, become present. This was the first part of this healing session. Still got part 2. Just perhaps someone has some feedback, was to share anything, feel free. Or if you want to take a little toilet break, also feel free. As this is a slightly different type of track to what we normally do. But these are some of the most powerful ones because these are breath meditations where you're becoming completely aware of the breath, getting lost and immersed in the music. And what this does is it takes your awareness away from the voice in your mind that worries about the future, gets hung up in the past, that gently fades away, drifts away. And what this does is it lets go with it all the tension and stress from your body. That's right. Because it's that voice in your head that spins around, thinks too hard. That's what causing the tension and stress and the pain. So when we quieten the mind, we quieten and let that go. The tension and stress. All right.
Tamina has written that she had a pain in her head, which is now gone. Nigel says, love the music. And on YouTube as well, someone says, Anataya says, her pain is gone. Bye, feels amazing. And Daniel says, that was beautiful energy. It was certainly something different to what we've usually used to. Different breathing technique.
Stomach is relieved. Wow, beautiful feedback. Amazing.
Barbie, peace of mind is what she's experienced. Also her awareness, pretty colors too.
Wow.
Yeah, interesting breathwork patterns from Adele. It is different to what we're used to, I have to say. Also the use of color, which is certainly my place to land. I am a screaming tinnitus state of late, and this has really calmed me. Yes, takes your focus away, I think, from the noise ringing in your ears.
Yes, there we go. So I just wanted to show you that this is just one of the many tools that we have. This is a pharmacy. It's not just one technique. It's a whole range of a pharmacy of techniques you can use. And that's why instructors get such profound results, because they use all these techniques. They don't just rely on one panacea which doesn't exist. Anyone who tells you that they have one magic trick that fixes everything is lying to you. Don't fall for that. You need a variety of tools in your toolbox, and this is just one of those, and we have many of those. So beautiful feeling, beautiful results and feedback. So let's now move into the next one. Let's move into the next session. You ready to do the next one? Yep. Okay.
Already. Yep.
All right. So coming back. Okay, so coming back into the present moment, tuning in to the sound with your eyes closed. Become completely immersed in the sound, as the sound is all that is. Tuning into the sound of my voice that is your guide on this journey. That's right. Notice how relaxed you get as you just tune into the sound and nothing but the sound. This is a journey of letting go of what you don't want to call in more of what you really want. Changing that script of that voice in your mind. The verbal part of your mind that speaks to you, talks to you. Rewiring it at a core level, your innate instincts that makes you react to situations intuitively. As this intuition is your true superpower. As long as it is programmed to be your guardian, protector, captain and warrior, it will guide you safely on this journey through life with ease and grace. So all together, take a deep breath in. Squeeze all the muscles in your body tightly. And then relax with a long extended exhale, letting go of any tension. That's right. Again, feeling your eyelids getting more relaxed. So relaxed they can't even open. That's right. Relax those tiny muscles in your eyelids even more. Again, test them to be sure. Then stop testing And let that level of relaxation flow from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Yes, going deeper and deeper with each breath you take and every beat of your heart. I want you to imagine there's a movie playing in your mind's eye. That's right. And this movie screen, you're going to stretch it out. And maybe it becomes like a 360-degree IMAX screen, becoming bigger. And you notice on this movie screen of your mind, there are some dials that allow you to tune into different channels. That's right. Different channels of reality. So now we're going to tune the channel. To begin. By first thinking of something you want to change in your life. So I want you to tune into a scene out of the movie of your life where there's something you want to change that makes you feel a certain way of feeling that you no longer want to feel, that you want to let go of and replace with a better, more effective feeling. So on a scale of 0 to 10, think of a part of you, an aspect of you want to change, that gives you like a feeling of vibrational state of being on a scale of like a 1 or a 3. Something that you really want to change and let go of because it just makes you feel icky inside. Have a think of some of the things that could be. Just allow your movie to play. It could be something simple and trivial like a habit like biting your fingernails. Could be smoking cigarettes. It could be procrastination. Or it could be something you're holding on to that you're not letting go of. Perhaps someone said something to you, or you said something to someone and you haven't been able to forgive them or yourself. Perhaps it's your state of being right now, your financial state, your environment you live in, the job you do, the career you do, your level of health, whatever it is. Allow your mind to run freely, allow this movie to play. And project this scene as a story of what it is that you want to change right now, with you as a lead character. And as you start to scan through these images of this movie in your mind's eye, you may start to feel these sensations, feelings, these icky feelings inside your body right now that don't feel so good. They feel on a scale of 1 to 3 on this vibrational scale, 10 being the best you felt, 0 the worst. These are not good feelings. You don't want to feel them for too long. So don't worry, I'm going to let them go once and for all. Now notice where you feel these feelings right now, the most intense in your body. You may even point to it with your fingers, your hands. The more you bring your body into this, the more powerful this becomes. And the more you play with this, the more playful you are, the easier the transformation becomes. So actually point to where you feel these sensations and notice there's a color that represents these feelings. What color or colors come to mind? What's your first impression? And as you breathe in, you're going to be breathing in the breath of your higher power. As you breathe out, you're going to be breathing out this color. That's right. In, two, out, two, three. And notice in, two, that feeling begins to change and dissolve. So breathing in through both your nostrils and letting go the sigh of good feelings. With a long, extended exhale, smooth and connected, with no pause between inhale and exhale. Take a deep breath in, breathe all the air out, and hold your breath, the full exhalation. That's right. Because your life is just a series of inhales and exhales. So press pause on your breath, press pause on life in this moment. That's right. Keep holding. When you get that big urge to breathe, override that first urge to breathe. And then take a deep breath all the way in. Send the energy up and up and up. Hold your breath in. And then release with a hum. Hum. And then come back into normal breathing. Seeing, witnessing that movie in your mind's eye once more. Notice how there's some dials on this movie screen. You're going to now tune in by turning the dial to a new channel, a new reality of your own creation. So take a deep breath in and let go. Change the channel and ask yourself the same simple question. What do I truly want instead? That's right. Let your mind wander and imagine the best possible outcome. What do I want instead? This is your moment to create an alternative reality in your mind where you've actually exactly got what you desire right now. Visualize it vividly, like you're watching an IMAX movie. Amplify the sounds, the smells, the tastes, and the feelings associated with this new reality. And watch this movie in your mind, scanning through all the images, making it come alive, making it even more vibrant, even more real, turning up the sensations, the feelings. Double it. 10x it. That's right. Amplify it. And as you do so, notice there is this place in your body where those amazing feelings from your movie start to grow. Point to where you feel it. What color or colors are connected to those feelings, your first impression? And as you immerse yourself in this movie, step into it, live it, become the lead character. Feel the energy from this movie grow, filling your entire being. That's right. So now, as you begin to breathe together, as you breathe in and out, imagine you're breathing in this new color into the core of your being. That's right. And breathing out the color that represents the thing you want to change. Breathing in change, transformation. Breathing out the old. Breathing in the new. Breathing in what you want instead. And breathing out what you want to change. Really letting go on your exhale with just a relaxed sigh of good feelings, with no force, no tension. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. 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 Bring your whole body into it. Engage your body. Move with the music. Move your breath. Let your breath move you. Deep breath in and breathe all the air out and hold your breath with no air in the lungs. That's right. Hold your breath to maximum effort, so you can't hold it any longer, and still push past it, beyond what you thought was possible, going into that space of growth, expansion. So you hold your breath beyond the comfort zone, slightly. And then when you get that really strong urge to breathe, only when you get that big urge to breathe, breathe that light of your higher power all the way in, of that change and transformation. Breathe it in, and then hold it in, and let go with that hum, vibrating your entire being with that light of your higher self. That's right. And then, last round, just to be sure the transformation is complete.
In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. In,
Breathing in transformation,
out, 2,
breathing out
3, 4.
the old. Breathing in what you want instead,
2, 3,
breathing out
4.
what you want to let go of. That's right.
Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 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 out, 2, 3, 4.
Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe all the air out and hold your breath. Hold your breath to your maximum effort. Letting your head go forward, creating a chin lock if you're sitting up. If you're lying down, just become completely still. That's right. As you hold your breath, visualize yourself filling up with the light of transformation. And again, when you can't hold any longer, breathing in the last big breath of pure transformation, all the way in like a spiral of light, all the way up through your spine into the midbrain, illuminating you to the higher power, becoming the transformation, the change you wish to see. And then let go with a hum. Coming back to normal breathing. Now imagine this energy within you is so strong and radiant. As you tune into that move in your mind's eye, you can even put a frame around it. With both your hands, just create a frame around your movie and hold onto that frame with both your hands right now on either side. And when you're ready to fully embrace this new reality, grabbing that frame, I want you to stretch it out. Both your arms by your side, stretch it out as far and wide as you can. And lift it up and notice the feelings and sensations that grow and expand with it. And start to lift and bring it up and down, in and out, around your entire being, passing it through your entire self. Become one with it, spin it around, become that scene of transformation right now. Feel the transformation right now. And keep going until every part of you vibrates with this new energy of transformation. That's right. You might be feeling feelings of warmth, tingly sensations, emotions, waves of blissful feelings. That's your body and mind resetting right now. Keep going until it's impossible to revert to the old feeling. You can even test it. Try and even bring that old feeling back and notice what happens when you do so. That's right. Stay in that state of pure bliss, gratitude, love, happiness. This is your truth, the truth of who you really are. That's right. And then bring your awareness back into the body, the soma. Wiggle your toes, your fingers, have a stretch. A breath of good feelings. And know that as you leave this whole experience today, you shall do so with a new sense of positive energy, connected to a light of your higher self, your higher power. Trust in its guidance, the inner intuition. That's right. So much love and positive energy. Slowly come back in your own time when you're ready. And when you're ready, it's up to you. It's your own time. You can stay there as long as you wish. Allow you to just have a little break. And if anyone wants to share any feedback or have questions about anything we've done today, feel free. That's right. Nice.
It's always difficult to come around afterwards and go straight into conversation after a breathwork session like this, especially a longer one. So we invite anybody who is ready to share with us to raise their hand if they want to speak. Adele, I see you. You'd like to speak?
Hi.
Hi there. Hi. You just unmute, please, Adele.
How about that?
Yeah. Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay. Happy Thanksgiving from Canada. So grateful for all of you today. We're celebrating abundance and the alchemy of changing lead to gold and getting ready, to pack it away for the winter. And I woke up in a state of despair today. At a time that I unfortunately did not want to wake up at. I have tinnitus, but I had an infected tooth removed on Thursday, which sent it off screaming even more so. But I have to tell you that I was recognizing that I have tools and was watching the clock, did a little tapping, but was like, oh, in 1 hour, there's going to be a live SOMA Breath session, and that is going to turn me around. And it certainly did.
Wow.
And I want to tell you one quick interesting thing so I don't take up everybody's time. But I love to work with color, and I've been getting ready for hosting a witches weekend, witches in the woods, and working with lavender and rose. And so I was really tuned into those colors. And when you were asking, Niraj, for a color to release the ick, it was a murky, like the ugliest pond green with gray-green. And then what grew out of it was the lotus, which was a mix of the rose and the lavender color. And it opened up and it closed. And then it released the murky, and it was so beautiful. And I thank you so much for that. I'll think of that all day.
That's amazing.
And that's all.
Great.
And always, Wilma, hi. You're always there holding up the energy. And I appreciate that. And yeah, that's it for me today.
Thank
Beautiful.
you. Thank you. Good luck in your witches weekend as well. I'd like to hear
I'm going
about
to have all the witches join the Sunday SOMA Breath session.
Yeah.
And they'll all be new to SOMA. So I'm looking forward to that.
That next Sunday?
That is actually on the weekend of the 20th.
Okay.
So it'll be Sunday will be the 22nd. Yeah.
We'll
So
make sure we're super better for that one. Even better than normal.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Thank you so much. I love it. So actually, tinnitus is really hard to fix. It's a very horrible condition if someone's experiencing it. And I had it years ago when I used to be running big raves from the sound, the noise, and I'd go home from clubs like crazy ringing in the ears, and sometimes it lasted a bit too long and I got worried, but it's really hard to fix. In the pharmacy, there were so many people came in trying to fix it, but there's no medication that can solve it. It really is it's like learning to deal with it sometimes if it's a mechanical issue. So there are some medications that can help a little bit, but really it's something you have to sometimes deal with, like, and change your perception of. And this technique, what we just did, is all about that. It's about reversing the perception, changing it, and that's why it works. And actually, you don't even need to know how it works. The mechanism doesn't matter. It's like it just works. It's incredible. It's the mind is all about imagination. It works through symbols and metaphors. So you can speak with metaphors and symbols. And witches are actually the best at doing this. They speak in tales and spells, right? And spells cast magic, and really spells are just a series of words and patterns that invoke the imagination, right? So yeah, this is all ancient stuff. There's nothing I've made up. This all comes from the old shamans, the witches, the wizards, and that's what we've got here, is a whole combination of all these ancient biohacking practices combined with some cool beats and music. This music was actually created with some Indian musicians I know in India. That's why it's just beautiful. The real flutes, the live flutes are just mesmerizing. So yeah, if anyone else wants to share anything. Wow, we're
Niraj,
getting
just
a
a
lot
quick
of
question about tinnitus, because we have so many members who have this. So you said you used to have it. So does it come back now when you're doing your raves and stuff? Do you still get it
no.
occasionally, and then so you don't
No,
have it
no,
at
no.
all? So
No,
through
because back then it was the sound systems were like crazy loud,
yeah,
bad quality, and that was a mechanical tinnitus. It wasn't like tinnitus that can be caused through middle ear pressure and disturbances, and also
yeah.
certain viruses and issues can cause it. But so I don't have it, but one of the things that can cause tinnitus is actually very fast breathing, hyperventilation, where you're doing it with a lot of force on the inhale. If you're okay, there's certain, or you do that enough, heavy breathing on the inhale. Okay, you might cause tinnitus. You pop your ears might feel like they're popping. I almost popped my eardrum there. Wim Hof method, unfortunately, the way it's taught by a lot of the instructors, can sometimes cause tinnitus. There's a big issue with the Wim Hof crew. We sometimes get it because people do the technique slightly wrong. They do it with too much force. You should never do it with force, these breathing techniques. And if you're doing like holotropic or rebirthing, we also have sessions like that. But when you're doing that, don't do it the rhythmic breathing with such force on the inhales, right? Because that's what causes tinnitus. But also it's the change in ear pressure from very intense breathing and no breathing that can sometimes trigger it too. So yeah, it doesn't mean you can't do what we do. Like SOMA Breath, everyone can do actually, but you've got to do it the right way. That's why having an instructor can really help you get the right method. But just general rule, don't force any of the breath work. Don't force it. Don't breathe in with, it shouldn't be noisy. It should be silent. When you start getting noisy with it, like in terms of your inhale, like that, that's a bad sign, all right? But if you can let go of the exhale doesn't matter so much. You can make sounds and tones, and we do that actually to raise the energy. But it's the inhales you're going to be very careful for when it comes to things like tinnitus and hypertension as well. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, so just we've got loads of messages coming in now, everybody. So Paul from YouTube says, yeah, that he has tinnitus and some days it's low and some days it's high. So hopefully practicing with SOMA Breath, he will improve. I accept kindness of attitude and speech, and I let go of anger when you asked people to comment. Paul says that on YouTube. Brooke, I missed Brooke's one from the first round. She said she felt so relaxed that she can't stop smiling and she wants to laugh. So that was good. For Tamina, it was a calming session. So it's also interesting that depending on where you are, in your thoughts and in your mind, you have a different experience, although you all listen to the same tracks and the same breath work and did the same breathing. Christine says, beneath the peace of mind, it's amazing for training to tolerate the air hunger. Someone said that they had a lot of difficulty because they're quite new, so I've invited them to join, check out stuff that we have in our membership, which has easier breathing patterns to get started with.
Now here's a really cool one from Jane. Thank you, Niraj, for helping with the PTSD and anxiety. I know how to control the PTSD now in the moment with the techniques I've learned over the past 2 years. That's epic feedback. That's so cool.
And it's a good testament for someone who has stayed, because when she came here, I remember, Jane, you had some difficulties. You were like, oh, maybe this is not right for me, but you stayed and you hung in there. And 2 years on, you're like, I think, free of your PTSD, or you know what to do when it's calling at your door. You know how to push it away. Tammy says, wow, a beautiful breath twist today. My allergies are so much better and I can breathe free again. So that's amazing. Nice. From Tammy. Just come up to Jane. So I'm Mindy. I had a situation that woke me in the middle of the night, so mind and heart were heavy, and this helped release that in which I had trouble doing myself. So thank you very much. Emily says, this is why I love the SOMA Breath breathing, because of the music. Tammy's mom is joining us. Corey, stressed and negative looping, so hopefully this will also take it out of his system. Brooke again, deep gratitude, Niraj. I've been trying this type of message for the last few words can't express the beauty of this experience. Love you all, felt so connected. Love to everyone breathing together.
Steffi has a well-needed lift, feeling empowered for the week ahead. But this is a very important question. I think from an Ayan as an instructor. Mm-hmm. I love the new music and counting technique. I'm curious to hear more about this breath technique compared to your original breath fit process. This is the original breath fit process, the same principles. All right, I'll explain a little bit about what breath fit is in a moment. What is your thinking about the more basic breath method and this new technique? I would love to access the music as well as the humming track. So all instructors will get all this music, the transcripts, so that you can use the same guidance as I did just there, or tweak it a little bit to make it your voice. I have a lot of people interested in improving their CO2 tolerance. Great, and rightly so, because this is a secret to everything. Eternal youth, eternal happiness relies on your CO2 tolerance, which we hack through BreathFit, which is our core course, the foundation of everything we do, which is all about improving your breath hold times, your CO2 tolerance, which improves then your fitness, stamina, oxygen efficiency. So this is a part of that technique. It's just another tool that you can use, right? It's reduced breathing, all right? So here you've got breath retentions beyond the comfort zone, which is intermittent hypoxia. That's our daily doses that we create of intermittent hypoxia. You can do every single day. But before that, the earlier tracks are the breath entrainment tracks, which slows your breathing down and trains you to have a slower breathing pattern and improves your CO2 tolerance. So we will have a pharmacy of these techniques inside the app that's coming out, which you'll be able to plug into, and instructors will have all these sessions without the guidance on, so that they can do their own guidance over the top, right? Including all the breath retraining tracks that we have. So you can then create a protocol for your clients. So if you're coaching someone, you can create a whole course of, well, like a prescription of things they do every day with your guidance on it. You can even learn how to record your voice on top and give it out. And then the more advanced instructors, and we have a few of them, are making their own music to go with these rhythms, right? I've given you the patterns to follow, but some are making their own music for it, and others are using the ones that are already in our library. Others are tweaking the guidance so it's in their own style. Some are more spiritual, new agey and out there. Others a bit more straight, hardcore science. And that means we have a whole spectrum of different types of guidance that relates to everybody. But remember, everybody breathes, okay? We all have lungs, we all have a heart. Okay, some maybe don't have a heart. There's some out there, a few unique individuals maybe don't have such a warm heart, but most of us do on the planet, thank God. So this is all applicable to everybody. But the great thing with our instructor community is that we reach everybody. But everybody has the same response to the breath. You breathe out longer than you breathe in, you turn on the parasympathetic. You breathe in longer than you breathe out, you turn on the sympathetic. You hold your breath, you actually pause. You calm the thoughts, you go into actually a state of meditation. But you also, after a period of time, you raise your CO2 levels. You actually get oxygen flooding into your cells. You create, then eventually, a little bit longer breath hold, a state of intermittent hypoxia. So all the crazy magic happens of growth and rebuilding of your whole system as stem cells wake up and nitric oxide opens up all your blood vessels. So just with a simple change of breathing patterns, we can create a lot of magic. And when you breathe in a rhythm, you create a state of coherence in the body, and you harmonize all the cells of your body, the functions, all the biorhythms that are subservient to the rhythm of your breath. So much magic happens just from learning breath control, which is what we teach in SOMA Breath. So that said, there's one thing we're going to talk about, and I'm sure some of you got more questions, but before you all rush off, one source of stress that affects our breathing more than anything, right, is financial stress. There's a period of a lot of financial stress in the world right now, and I suffer from a lot of stress. Stress makes you hyperventilate, makes your breathing go off pattern. That then disrupts your physiology, your immune system, your health, and you get sick, right? So when you do breath control, you bring it into balance. But financial stress is one of the ones that really, really takes us, right? So some of you may be feeling it right now. So actually, I've been really fortunate through the communities and network I've got to have some really extraordinary teachers of wealth creation and how to actually create passive income streams in this day and age right now with all this technology we have. Because there's no excuse for people to not have money, right? Because there's loads of ways to call in money, right? We just have to be aware of them and just do the work, right? So my very good friend, who also became a friend because I fixed his breathing, because health is wealth. He has loads of money, but he was getting sick and his quality of life sucked. So the breathing techniques gave him health and wealth, right? Lucky git. But I want you to all have that too, health and wealth. So, many of you might have the health part, but maybe not the money part. And some of you might have the money, but not the health. So we're doing a joint series of workshops together. The first one he's doing to our community. And Wilma has all the details she's going to share with you. I really recommend you tune in.
I've just dropped it in. It's at 11 in the morning UK time, 12 o'clock Central European time, and 6 a.m. in Los Angeles, New York. But what's really important is that you register for this. Even if you're SOMA Breath membership subscribers, you need to register for this one because it's taking place in a different Zoom room. And if you can't make it, you still register so you have access to the replay. Okay, and it's really important. Some people are writing to me asking me, why is SOMA Breath doing an AI masterclass? What's that got to do with us with breathing? But it's exactly what Niraj has said. Whilst we're breathing together, we're all working in some aspect, whether it's being at home, a student, running your own business, or being an employee. And AI can really, really cut your stress levels down because it really does. It helps you to manage your day. And that in turn affects your breath, and the breath then affects your work. So, it does actually, there is a reason why we put this together. And so come along to it tomorrow. And if you can't make it, still register so you can come on into the watch the replay. Okay. And Amber will change inside the membership subscription. She will change it so you can come straight on into the Zoom room, but you do need to register first. Okay. So please copy that down, what I've put in there for you, and join us tomorrow.
Yep. Awesome. Great stuff. Can't wait. It's going to be epic. All right. Any questions or feedback? I know we got some really good feedback from this. So, so our instructors are trained on how to do these sessions, right? So, and this is really much needed. Okay. Like a lot of breathwork schools, all they do is teach the very intense hyperventilation style of breathwork, like holotropic rebirthing, which is also very powerful and can be really good for releasing trauma, but they have a different intention, a purpose, and they also can cause stress. Actually, it's counterintuitive sometimes. So And they're not something you can do every single day. These techniques, though, are like prescriptions for specific uses, and the breath retraining techniques where you're slowing your breathing down are things you can practice every day that has so much benefits to your parasympathetic nervous system, your vagus nerve, and switching on healing. All right. So, and you can also release a lot of trauma and feel really good at the end of it. Unlike some of those very heavy duty sessions, which we also do in SOMA Breath, we like to do some of them, but some of those can leave you feeling more stressed than you were before, panicky, anxious, and lightheaded and fuzzy. And it's not for everybody, right? But these slow breathing techniques actually brings you back to your normal breathing when you're calm, relaxed, and in your element. So that's all it's doing. And what we've done is made them more fun with the music, easier to do, something that you look forward to doing. If you just do a few minutes a day, trust me, it's going to make a big impact in your life. So when this app comes out, which is going to be soon, okay, I keep going on about it. This all takes so much longer than you think. You're going to have so many different tracks with different uses. It really is like digital pills, right? And I think you're going to love it.
It's amazing. It's actually going to be so much more part of your life than the SOMA Breath membership is now. I just read that somebody said that they use the membership every day, right? This one is like, it's also going to have music to exercise to, music to just rest and chill out to. So there's going to be so much more that you can integrate it. So it really is. We've had sneak peeks into it, so we're really excited. We just need to fine tune it before we release it. But yeah, it is amazing. And also what Niraj was saying about all these tracks for the new tracks that he plays. Amber gets messages all the time saying that Niraj has mentioned this track and when is it going to go into big? We are aware of the volume of tracks that we have in there, but we want to give them to you progressively, you know, not just put a bunch of 50 tracks in 1 month and then have nothing over the next few months. So they are working on a program of continually updating big and giving you access to these tracks. And also remember, if you get them all in one go, even you yourselves won't know what to do with it all, right? So we need to just space them out a little bit. But Amber has a list of all the tracks that Niraj is talking about, and they will make their way into big, because it's not as simple as just putting it up there, because then the breath count has to come, the breathing sounds, all of that has to come as well. Okay, so don't worry, we are all on top of everything. And Amber's dropped in all the links for if you also want to become an instructor, if you want to find out more, that you have nothing to lose from making the discovery call and talking to one of our senior instructors to find out a bit more, to find out if you really are suited for this. Has challenges of fire sometimes. Okay, somebody's asking here, Aina, this may not be the day for it, but there's always the day for these type of questions. She has a sister with a terrible cough and she is a firefighter and it comes and goes. And sometimes the breath holds and breath work aggravate it. What are your thoughts on that, Niraj?
Yeah, so this is all down to, again, probably CO2 tolerance and the sensitivity to hyperventilation. So that's why these techniques that we just did today, the slower breathing is going to be more suitable. It's going to help them open all the blood vessels and be able to breathe better. Like somebody did actually leave a message here about how their allergies just disappeared or something. You know, so this is what happens with these slow breathing tracks. It opens everything up, the nitric oxide flows, and yeah, it's much better for you. So start with the slow rhythmic breathing tracks. Start with the Breath Fit program. That's the best bit.
So Amber's dropped in all the links for Breath Fit, but we encourage you, if you're looking at Breath Fit, to join the SOMA Breath membership instead, because the Breath Fit is included in that. So then once you get the grasp of what Breath Fit is, you then have access to all the different breathing tracks inside the membership. All right, so just check both of those out and then decide what's right for you. People asking me what time tomorrow's event is at from all your different parts of the world. The best thing to do is to go to, well, you could just type in what is 6 a.m. New York time in and then you put in your town in Google and it will tell you exactly what time to turn up at tomorrow. You can also use World Time Buddy on the internet. Go into that, we'll tell you all the different things. I can't give you every single one of you your local time. It's going to be really difficult for me. So 6 a.m. New York time, 11 a.m. UK time, 12 p.m. Central European time. Okay. And so that's 3 a.m. in Los Angeles. I know that one off by heart. Okay. But so that's why it's quite early for stateside, but it's the right time for that John Lee could be with us. So that's why I'm saying please register for the replay at least. And I'll stick the link in again because people are asking. And Niraj, do you have anything else to say before we say bye?
I think that's it. I think this was a great session. Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Okay, so let me just put the link in there again for you guys. Just copy that whole message before we shut the Zoom room down. It's also it's open to everybody, okay? Not just people who subscribe to the membership. It's open to the whole public. So YouTube, you've also got the link in there. So register as soon as you get off this, because you can decide later if you can make it or not, but just register. So at least then you can tune in tomorrow as soon as you get the reminder email. And then for the rest of the week, you have Qigong with Kyle. And then we have a Let's Talk About Emotions with David on Friday. Okay, so make sure you tune in. And then next Sunday is Claudia. She's here to talk about the upcoming Mexico Breath Fit retreat. So if anyone is really keen on becoming an expert in breath fit and you are near the area, or you can get yourself out to Mexico, that's a great one to go to. So Claudia will be joining us next Sunday and talking to you more about it. Okay. And Amber, could you actually drop in the link for Mexico as well, please? Barbie says, when we register, do we get a confirmation? Yes, you will get a confirmation email, and then tomorrow you will get the reminder email. But if you go straight into your membership as well, Amber will enable it so that you can come in through there. Okay, but make sure you register first. Okay, all the instructions have been given out. So hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow. And thank you very much, Niraj, for your time again. And actually, let's all wish, is it Anastasia's birthday coming up this week?
On the 14th. On the
14th. So yes, let's say happy birthday to Anastasia while we're all here. So sending her lots of love. I saw her in her pretty little dress while you were doing a little photo shoot for her. It was beautiful. Yes. So yeah, happy birthday to her from the whole community, to you and Natasha as well, Niraj. All right, so take care, community. Hope you have a great start to the week, and see you all tomorrow for the live with John Lee and Niraj. Take care.
Yes.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Peace.